that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Yes, everybody, welcome in later with Jason Suel. So glad that you're tuned in. The band, you sound great as always. Jesse, Asher, Leo, thanks for being here. Bo!
What?
Oh, here you are.
Yeah.
I know, scary,
Still.
right?
I know. Another week. Here we are.
Another week.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. But the weather outside, I wanted to talk about this because I feel like this winter we've been
Summertime,
hot,
wintertime,
cold,
subarctic,
yes.
summer beach. Like, what is it?
I mean, I guess it's usual Arkansas weather, honestly.
No, nothing drives me more insane than the people who are like, oh, if you don't like the weather today, check tomorrow, Arkansas, right?
Do you know what's funny?
Mosquito.
You know what's funny
Like,
about that phrase? I went to Nebraska one time
It's
visiting,
the same.
and
Everywhere
they
you
said
go.
the same phrase.
Yeah,
and
the
I was
state
like,
bird is still the mosquito.
Yes.
The world famous Mama's biscuits
I
that
know.
nobody knows.
Those
outside
jokes
of
that we think are funny and are very like just
Everywhere.
us. They're everywhere. Everybody does it.
Just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you don't think this show's funny, well, wait till tomorrow.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But Bo, you were saying you're just now getting into the habit of putting on a winter coat when you walk out the
and
door.
then it's summertime
I know.
again. You know, it takes me a minute to get into winter. You know, to
Right.
get my blankets out, get my long sleeves out, to know what I'm gonna expect.
And just at the time that you do, it's time to put them
And
all
it's
up
time to
again.
put my shorts on.
Speaking of putting things up, how long do you wait after Christmas to put away Christmas decorations? I know at
You're
Pinpoint
supposed to put them away.
you've got like a huge celebration at Pinpoint that you do where you got Christmas
It's
decorations.
a month long.
Right.
Well, actually, more than a month long. Christmas starts in November now. So,
Yes, that's true.
Like several weeks. I think I got all the decorations. I'm starting to get them down. But the brilliant thing about February is it's still red.
Right.
So you can leave up some Christmas decorations and just say they were Valentine's.
Yes, you're upcycling things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that.
Work smarter, not harder.
We're not upcycling any guests because we've got some amazing guests joining us on the show. So we've got Brandon Lee joining us. He is the voice of Northwest Arkansas. You're going to want to stick around and hear what he has to say. We also have Chef Aaron Rowe joining us down there at the chef's table. Aaron, what do you have in store for us?
Well, Jason and Bo, I've made a Chipotle salsa. Well, you're going to help me make it today.
Oh, we get to help?
Yes.
That
Interactive.
That sounds dangerous.
Sounds like it's going to get messed up.
It absolutely will. So stay with us. Watch us get all messed up. It's all happening later. We're here at Sam's Furniture, and we, on later, want to thank our veterans for their service and remind you to get it at Sam's. Onward!
I don't need keys.
Remember, get it at Sam's and tell them Jason sent you.
Welcome back, everybody. The voice of Northwest Arkansas, Brandon Lee. is joining us.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm not the voice. You said that a couple times. I am a voice.
Okay, a voice.
A
I'm glad
voice.
but people listen to your voice in the morning on your radio show. Tell us about it.
Yeah, 104.9 The X. I've been there for, well, oh my gosh, Jason, almost 20 years.
It's
I've
insane.
been
Like
there.
I'm closing my eyes and
Isn't
it's like
that-
I'm listening to
Bo?
the radio.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I could introduce a song. We have Nirvana coming up right now. We can do that the last 20 years.
Yeah. It's
But,
your
yeah.
voice, though. I mean, I hear it all the time.
I'll be in line at Walmart
Yeah.
and someone will be like, hey, I think I know you, you
Yes.
know, or you owe me money, whatever it may be.
That's
But it's
usually-
like the
it's
same
usually that.
same thing. But
Same
yeah,
thing.
I really do love talking to the community. It's one of my big things is helping out people. Whether it be a podcast or movies or music or anything like that, I really like to help the local scene as much as possible.
And music as well. Like you
Yes.
focus on local bands. You're always like when I first moved here. This is going back, I don't know, a while.
Yeah.
There were more of you, first of all,
Yes.
on the morning show, and
Yes.
now
He
you
killed
are,
all his clones.
Yeah. They slowly absorbed them. Is what I did. They're all within me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like
left
a
and right.
superhuman.
That's right. That's right.
But I didn't know of the band. I didn't know of Benjamin Del Shreve until I heard him on your radio show.
Yeah.
And then he blew up. Randall Shreve, obviously huge. But I would just say that you're a musical influence for people
Yes.
who don't know the music scene.
And Jason, it's just because I'm a big fan of it. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of music and a big fan of people trying to reach their potential and trying to be the best they can be. And you know, a lot of times people think that there's all these doors and you can't go and get on shows and get on things. And I just like to let people know that there's outlets there to grow your craft and to be creative.
Yeah.
And so I let that be an open invitation for anyone that wants to come up and showcase what they do. And some people are really motivated to do it and
Right.
really good.
Yeah.
And it's great to be able to share that with everybody.
Is it early in the morning when you do the show?
It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Just like TV is just, you know, it's there. I
And you're on.
record a little bit and here and there, but for the most part, yes, I got to be on.
Yeah.
Yep. And luckily, this is me. I don't have to put on too much of an act. And luckily, I'm on a rock station, so you can be a little bit, you know, bummed out when you're bummed out and try to be a real person.
Right,
So
yeah.
I think people realize this, especially these times, in these times.
Yes, and I think that's why listeners love you too, is because you are real. And you've got another outlet upcoming for you to be real also. You're going to be co-hosting the Wendy Love Edge show. Tell me more about all of that.
So this is, we're in the 6th season, but I say we. I just joined the cast here, and I'm co-host, and it's the first time I've ever been on TV. It's sort of like this right now. Like I'm always behind a microphone, but
Yeah.
I'm never in front of a camera, and so it's new to me.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about it, and they do like natural healing and talk about like CBDs and cannabis and a lot of things that I'm really not in that loop a little bit, but
Interesting.
I really do like the approach.
Right.
Also, the professionalism of the people that produce it and put it together. I just really have a lot of respect for that. So
again, you're being real. You're learning it as you go,
yes.
right? Yeah, I like
but
that.
the podcast is so great. Like there's our last episode was about sleeping and all sorts of different subjects that are not just, you know, cannabis or something driven, but a lot of natural remedies and things like that they
So
talk
the next
about.
time we have you on, you're going to be carrying like a dream catcher and crystals and
Yes.
stuff? Is that what you're
so
talking about?
slowly, I'll become like this big hippie. I'm growing my hair out as we
Yeah,
speak.
I can't tell yet, but
It's
you
happening.
just started.
It's happening.
Yes.
And no, but it's definitely really cool to meet all the people. And Wendy Love Edge. I don't know if you've met Wendy.
Yeah, of course.
She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
She's just a laid-back character. She's a character. She's absolutely awesome at what she does. So it's really easy, and she makes it so simple
Yeah.
for me to really dip my feet into the podcast world.
Well, I
And-
love that you're having that kind of new outlet.
Yes.
But going back to your old outlet just for a moment, because I know that, Bo, you also have kind of a radio presence, right? So you two ever connect in that world?
Honestly, I think there was a couple times that I came out to the studio when it was over at the old Butler Broadcasting Building,
Yes.
and you know we've kind of known each other for years, but it's weird because when you're in radio, you don't cross-pollinate a whole lot because you're in your booth just, you know, doing the microphone
Yeah,
thing.
you're exactly right,
yeah.
Bo. I mean, I know you, obviously we know each other, but people ask me that all the time. They're like, oh, you know this radio guy? I'm like, I have no idea what any other radio people, but I do know Bo, and I also know Bo through all of the other outlets that he does as well.
Right, yeah.
It's such a great community to do that.
It is, I know.
So, yeah.
I'm curious about this. So before the advent of social media, do you think people knew what you looked like? Or they could hear your, like,
Yeah.
like you said in Walmart, they'd hear your voice and they were like, I heard that voice before.
That's funny you say that. I'm about 6'4" on the radio.
Okay.
So no, like back in the day, it was a lot tougher for people to recognize me. And I try to, you know, as much as I try to dodge and duck and dodge the social media and
Right.
the videos and all that stuff, it's really hard to do nowadays with
I
radio.
know, it
So,
totally is.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it definitely is something where people are like, well, that voice is coming out of that dude.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird sometimes because you hear me, you don't see me very often. So
Right.
there is definitely a disconnect sometimes.
Yeah, well,
One of my favorite times, I've had the time where I'm at the store and I say something to an employee and they go, hey, wait, are you the guy that gripes about movies? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, oh, yeah, we love it. And I'm like, well, fine, this is me.
That's how I actually introduced Bo. Hey, Bo, this is the guy, Bo, he gripes about
Gripes
movies.
about movies a lot.
That's what that guy does.
You don't usually see his face, but here he is.
Yes, exactly.
Well, how do we plug into all of that stuff? How do we listen to the radio show? How do we tune into the podcast?
Well, you can tune in on 104.9 The X. We have an app as well. It's free to download. 104.9thex.com. You can go there as well. Also, if you want to check out the Wendy Love Ed show, which we're on YouTube, we're on everything. Spotify, you can check us out there, and it's a really fun season, so I've been excited to be a part of it.
Well, I can't wait to see where this goes. It feels like it's like a new career path almost for you. I mean, I know you've been in radio for a long time, but this new adventure.
Yeah, and I think that, and I challenge everyone else to try those new things too. I really have been, we've gone through a lot in these last few years, and I think a lot of people have dreams of doing stuff that they've maybe never did or thought they could do. So I'm doing that. I want to try to accomplish things that I've never tried before. So
you're
that's
living
what I'm doing.
the example, because I know a lot of folks maybe thought up or dreamed up something during the pandemic that they wanted to do, but execute now. Now is the moment.
Do it, and don't wait until it's perfect.
Right.
It'll get there. And I think everyone knows here, even on this stage and probably in this in the studio, is that you got to just do it. You got to start somewhere, and usually by the time you get a couple episodes on your belt, you look at that first episode and you're like, what did I do?
Yes.
So I encourage you to start that and take that step.
It's kind of fun, actually. You know, we're coming up on 10 seasons.
Can we play a clip of
Yes,
Please do.
Please, right now,
Please do.
as we're going to commercial, let's roll a clip of our first episode,
Yes.
which was, woo, that's crazy. Brandon, thanks so much for taking
You're
the time.
welcome.
Visiting
You're welcome.
with us. Yeah, we appreciate it. Stick around. We've got more happening later.
So, am I hosting The View?
No, you don't even know those ladies.
I feel like I do.
No, Jason, this is your talk show. This is later. Remember? We're here filming the first episode tonight.
Oh, wow. Right. Okay, so sorry, folks. I really need to get a new phone.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
Life is crazy, going day by day. Small leather flower gold, fall in love in her eyes. A lover's kiss sunrise.
everyone. Welcome back. Well, she is the author of An Ozark Culinary History. She does culinary tours curated just for you throughout the Ozarks. Chef Aaron Rowe is joining us down here at the chef's table.
With the world's smallest cutting board.
I know this is a small cutting
That's for
board.
you guys to work on.
Okay.
Little
Well, speaking of,
little cutting board. Baby.
You said you wanted to kind of demo and teach us how to chop garlic correctly.
Yeah, I thought I would show you guys that.
Yeah.
It's always kind of fun because I have to like mince and roast the garlic ahead of time for this particular recipe, which is a chipotle salsa.
Oh, chipotle salsa.
A little spicy.
I like it. I like
After
it.
Valentine's, you know,
Yes.
spice it up. So I'm going to show you guys. If
You
anybody,
remember, like, what was it, maybe 10 years ago when no one knew how to say Chipotle?
You're
Yes.
right.
And
Chipotle.
then, and yeah, it was Chipotle, and nobody could get it right. But
Yeah.
thanks to the retail store chain,
Right.
we all know how to actually say that word
It's actually
now.
kind of nice. And what a chipotle is a smoked jalapeno. So, you know, you can buy these at the store. Yeah, you can buy them at the store already in adobo sauce, which is like totally a Mexican thing.
Yes.
And it makes it really spicy.
Really
Jason.
spicy. I like spicy
So,
salsa. So
if
chopping
you-
garlic.
If,
okay.
if, you know, Valentine's Day did not treat you well, right?
Never does.
Oh, I know, me too, right?
So
Single
always a lot of
forever.
build up and just
Yeah,
not great
disappointment.
execution. Yeah.
So the
A lot
knife
of
is
good
handy for
Netflix
that.
gets
So
watched.
you know, if you need to chop up some garlic, one, you probably don't have a date. Two, you can take it out aggressively
Ooh.
and just smash,
smash it.
All right, who wants to smash one?
I'll
Who
smash
wants
Go
to
for
smash
it,
Yeah.
Jason.
Okay. All right. So you just
Yep, back of your hand.
here.
He's
Yep.
always trying to smash.
Back to the
Boom.
hand. Nice.
Got
And
it.
then all you have to do after that is the benefit of that is that the garlic peel should just come off in
boom.
one go.
Boom.
Oh, it did.
Boom. And so you don't have to spend all day peeling it, right?
Yeah.
And then it also sort of crushes it and it makes your hands smell amazing.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
bet
now?
it does.
Now,
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who, you know. So
I'm a bit of a
kind of
Dracula,
going like
so-
this.
And then you do
Like-
this fancy chef
Right.
knife work on
now
the
key
golden
on
garlic.
manipulating a knife is you always want to have your fingers on the blade. If you
You
see
should
somebody
gaslight
cutting,
it. If you want to manipulate a knife, yes.
This is
Sorry,
very Valentine's
jokes.
Day.
Yeah.
Post-Valentine's Day
Post-Valentine's
aggression. I love
Day.
this.
Now we're gonna throw it in. I mean, with salsa, really, you
Yeah.
prepped everything. It feels like all we need to do is throw it in the blender.
This is the
I like
nice
that you
thing
brought
about it.
Yeah.
So easy.
Vitamix.
Vitamix is the best.
I'm telling you, anybody. I didn't get paid for Vitamix to say what I'm about to say, but somebody told me once, like $400 seems like a lot to buy a blender for, but a Vitamix is totally worth it. And they're not
Totally
wrong.
worth it.
It
They're
is
not
my
wrong.
favorite appliance.
It's amazing. You can make blended drinks. You can make salsa sauces as well
Pretty
as
sure you could dispose
grind
of body.
grain and dispose of body. Just
Yeah.
ask Siri. She'll tell you.
But you just said it's your favorite appliance. I really want to do a segment now on top 10
Top
most
10
favorite
appliances.
appliances.
Yeah, all right. So I've got the roasted garlic that I've already done before
Okay.
I met you guys.
Okay.
Right.
By the way, thank you, because my kitchen now
Years
smells
ago,
amazing.
before you met us.
It's old garlic.
3 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. Okay, this is the chilies in adobe. Look how thick that
adobo.
is.
Yeah.
Adobo, sorry about that. I was thinking of a house.
Adobe.
Chipotle?
Yeah, this
Chipotle,
is
Chipotle,
the
whatever.
creative
Chipotle.
sweet brand of salsa.
Yes. Now see that other like hole and everything. So what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything in but the tomatoes and then blend it a little bit, get it pre-blended, you know, get that going.
Smart.
About I don't know, about a
pre-blend.
teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm a chef, so I Rachel
Okay.
Ray or
Right, you
don't
Rachel
measure
Ray
it.
it, yes. Who needs to measure?
Tablespoon, exactly.
Yeah.
Tablespoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, both in there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
sugar
Jason,
salt.
would
Yes.
you go ahead and pour in almost all of that olive oil for me?
This olive oil?
Yes,
Is
it's about
almost
a
all? Is that an
almost
appropriate
all.
or approximate measure?
fourth of a cup.
An almost all.
There
There it is.
all
Oh,
right,
there it is.
yeah, all right.
And
That was
then,
all.
can you eyeball a fourth of a cup of white wine vinegar?
Fourth of a cup. Yeah, you got
You know,
it.
if not, I've
Eyeball.
got the handy thing. But I figure you run a bar, so you know.
It's about
It's like a count 1, 2,
10
3.
count. There
Perfect.
we
Oh,
go.
man, you're a pro.
Pro status. Someone's done this before.
I know,
I
for
have.
sure.
Okay, so Bo, let's go ahead and pop that lid on there, brother.
Boom.
And let's just do it on like a medium, you know, whatever. I just want to get it blended up. Make sure it's good on there.
Yep. Oh,
Good on you.
there we go.
There
There
we
it is.
go.
Now we
Okay.
on.
So we're just basically blending that to kind of grind up that chipotle a little
Right,
bit
okay,
first.
yes.
Okay, let's
I will
go
say
ahead
it's a very
and knock it off.
disturbing look. Did you say knock it off? Okay, geez.
Turn it off. No.
I know.
And
We need
then
to add some red in
What
there.
was it
stat.
that they said on Full House? Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Yeah. Can you take off
Hey,
the lid for me?
R.I.P. to.
I know, right?
All right. How does this? Okay.
Yeah,
There we go,
I
yes.
know. When did he pass? I forget.
Yes, oh, that was back during the
Sorry,
terrible
excuse
month
me.
of
Yeah.
January.
Just pour that anywhere.
2
right.
pounds of tomatoes crushed.
Okay,
So
2
is this
pounds
gonna
of
be a
tomato
quick?
crushed.
It's gonna be a quick come together, and we want to make sure this
Okay.
really sells, right?
Okay.
Yes.
A quick
It's a
come
real
together.
quick come together.
I'll let you drive.
Thanks.
There we go. Oh,
There's stop sign. Totally
You're
fine.
passing.
And it basically just comes together like we're at
Yeah.
Smoothie King, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and then Bo, we can just pour it prettily in that bowl and we're good to go.
Into the bowl right here.
Into
it
the
prettily.
center of the bowl, yes.
Prettily.
Yes.
Thank you.
There it is, yes.
That's the thing.
The pretty is all
and
over your
it's
face.
so easy. And so
look,
this is like so quick.
This is awesome, Aaron. I love making salsa at home, so thanks for a new recipe. Oh,
I
man.
knew he would do something.
Of course,
like
because you said it was like at Smoothie King, and so he's just going to try it out. Good.
Very good.
Actually, that vinegar is what is nice. It balances out the acidity
chaser.
of the tomatoes. I love that. Nice style.
Aaron, talk to us about your
good.
tours that you do, because I know you have a lot of fun with that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so basically, I don't cook on tour. I allow other chefs and amazing people in the food world
To do it for
like,
you.
Yeah, like local businesses,
Okay.
not franchises. So, sorry, no Chipotle
No
on
Chipotle.
there.
Right, got it.
But other people that can do things like Yayo's, does
Right.
amazing tacos. You know,
Yes.
Rafael
Yeah,
Rios,
Rafael's
love
awesome.
it. Love supporting our local artists and chefs and, you know, restaurants that are really trying to make it, especially during COVID.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So we do walking food tours of our downtown areas. Rogers, Bentonville, I want to add Fayetteville,
Yeah.
actually, would
Yeah.
be really fun. But 4 food stops, 2.5 hours, all the arts, history, and culture I can pack into that time period.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Get ready.
How can people reach out to you if they want to book one of those?
www.ozarkculinarytours.com or just find me on Facebook. Aaron Rowe, Chef Aaron Rowe, Ozark Culinary Tours. Also, my number is 479-888-0975.
If you're looking for a good time, call. Aaron,
99
also,
cents a minute, 49 cents each additional minute.
Speaking of you on social media, I just got to give a quick plug because you're having so much fun traveling. If people haven't checked you out on social media, they totally should because
Thank
you have a
you.
blast. And we were talking in the break that traveling and food is both of those are really your jam.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jason. I recently went skydiving for the first time, and I've been learning how to fly a plane. I flew a plane to Branson 2
You're
days
just
ago.
trying to escape the planet. You're just like, I gotta prepare.
Yeah.
Anything up in the air, we're
Yes,
going.
you just flew a plane. Man, she does it all. Erin Rowe, you got to check her out. Hit her up on all the social media and the website. Erin, thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
us.
Jason.
We're going to try this when we close out the show. Yeah, stick around. That's going to happen later. Yes, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave this episode, let's thank all of our guests, including that music video from our friend Pat Ryan Key.
Oh, and of course, all this amazing salsa that Chef Aaron Rowe made.
It's delicious. You have got to try this recipe. And the voice of Northwest Arkansas, Brandon Lee, is here. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After Wild Crocodile.
Let's try it.